Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are going to present our selected Southeast Asian country, which is Brunei Darussalam. This is our content for this video that will be presented by Raina Shamimi, Nabila Aisyah, Alia Dania, Alia Yaakob and Muhammad Zulhilmi.
Brunei Darussalam is a small, independent state with the only ruling monarchy in Southeast Asia. The origin of Brunei Darussalam. According to the historical records, Brunei was founded by Awang Alak Bertata, who later became Sultan Muhammad Shah. He is said to have converted into Islam and established the Sultanate of Brunei around the year 1363. Brunei Darussalam was located on the northern coast of the island of Borneo in Southeast Asia. It is bordered by Malaysian state of Sarawak and is separated into two parts by the Sarawak district of Limbang. With a population of around 450,000 people and an area of just over 5,700 square kilometers, Brunei is the one of the smallest countries in the world. The capital city of Brunei Darussalam is Bandar Seri Begawan, which is located in the Brunei Muara district along the Brunei River near the coast. On the 1st January of 1984, Brunei officially gained independence from Britain. Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah, who had been ruling since 1967, declared Brunei Darussalam an independent sovereign state. The head of the executive branch of Brunei Darussalam is the Sultan, who serves as both the head of state and the head of government. Sultan Hassanal Bolkiah has held this position since 1967.
Now let's have a look on the historical background for Brunei. So, in the era Indianized Kingdom and the rise of Islam, the Indianized Kingdom actually brought Hindu or Buddhist culture to Brunei and leading to Islamization in the 15th century, establishing the Brunei Empire, a thalassocracy controlling Brunei and Sultan Philippines. The second era, European contact and decline. So it happened in the 17th century, marked the beginning of the Brunei decline due to civil war, piracy and European colonial expansion. So Brunei faced conflict with European power, notably Spain, which led to the loss of Manila in Philippines and temporary evacuation of the capital. Now let's have a look on the third point, which is British Protectorate and Independent Era. So in 1888, Brunei became a British Protectorate, which lasted until 1984 when Brunei gained independence on December 1983, following the Treaty of Friendship and Cooperation signed by the UK, the Sultanate of Brunei and the United Kingdom on 7 January 1979. For the last one is the modern Brunei era. So, today Brunei is a sovereign state ruled by the royal family for over 6 centuries. The discovery of oil significantly contributes to Brunei's prosperity in the modern era.
Now I will be explaining about political system in Brunei. The first one is form of government. Brunei operates as an absolute monarchy. Since 1962, Brunei has been under a state of emergency, granting the Sultan virtually absolute political power. Besides, in this system, the Sultan of Brunei holds dual roles as both the head of the state and the head of the government. And for your information, there are no political parties with significant influence in Brunei. The only legal political party is the Brunei Solidarity National Party (PPKP), which has 200 members. Next, national philosophy, Melayu Islam Beraja. Brunei's political framework is deeply rooted in the national philosophy known as Melayu Islam Beraja (MIB). MIB consists of 3 vital components, which are Malay culture, Islamic religion, and monarchical political structure. And the last point is regime stability. Brunei stands as the only ruling monarchy in the Southeast Asia. Despite this, Brunei enjoys a reputation for remarkable stability. Thus, the regime stability is bolstered by extensive social services, including free education, healthcare, and funded by substantial oil revenue.
Next, I will present the social background in Brunei Darussalam. The first one is current population. Based on the latest analysis from World Meter of United Nations data, Brunei Darussalam has an estimated population of approximately 455,272 people as of April 28, 2024. Brunei Darussalam, a small but prosperous country on the island of Borneo, has a population density of around 86 people per square kilometer, equivalent to 222 people per square mile. Secondly, is ethnic groups. Brunei Darussalam has a multiracial society. The major ethnic group in Brunei is Malay, making up the largest segment of the populace. Alongside them, there are substantial Chinese and indigenous populations like the Dusun and Murut. Additionally, there are smaller group of various ethnicity, including Indians and expatriates from the different nations. This rich blend of the ethnicity foster a dynamic Bruneian identity, promoting social harmony and unity within the nation. The third point pertains to official languages. Brunei's official language is Malay, but English is indeed widely used, particularly in school, where it serves as the primary language instruction. The Brunei Constitution even mandate providing English version of official documents, while Standard Malay holds the status of the official language. Brunei Malay spoken by about 2/3 of the population differs significantly and is more commonly used. Last but not least is religion in Brunei. Brunei embraced Islam as its official religion, reflecting its profound religious and cultural heritage. Islam historically influenced Brunei's identity and traditions, with its principal guiding governance and legal system. Mosques serve as a vital community center, and Islamic holidays are widely celebrated. While Islam holds a privileged position, Brunei respects religious freedom, allowing the practice of other faiths with certain restrictions. Overall, Islam defines Brunei's identity, impacting both individual and collective aspects of society.
Now, I would present to you economic background of Brunei. Brunei has been classified as a developing country as well as it generates high income level. They practice mixed economy system which includes a variety of private freedoms combined with centralized economic planning and government regulation. Brunei also involved in Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation, the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership. The top industries are petroleum refining, liquefied natural gas, and construction. Moreover, Brunei's crude oil and natural gas production account for 60% of GDP and more than 90% of export. Their top 3 trade partners are Singapore, China, and Japan, while the top 3 exported goods will be oil and mineral fuels, organic chemicals, and industrial machinery.
Next, domestic issue regarding politics in Brunei. The issue is lack of political pluralism. As I mentioned earlier, Brunei only has one legal political party, which is the Brunei Solidarity National Party (PPKP). This clearly shows that Brunei political system lacks opposition parties and independent civil society organization. This absence of pluralistic political landscape raises questions about democratic representation and accountability in the country.
Then, I will explain the domestic issue in Brunei Darussalam, focusing on its social aspect. Social issues are widespread in modern society, including in Brunei Darussalam. In Brunei, a significant challenge lies in balancing traditional values with modernization amid changing social norms and globalization. The country's Islamic traditions and monarchy shape societal norms, leading to ongoing discussion about preserving Islamic values while embracing modernity. The implementation of Sharia law in 2019 attracted international attention due to its strict penalty. While some support this measure for upholding Islamic principles and deterring crime, others criticize them for violating human rights and potentially causing economic harm. Additionally, debates persist regarding women's role, gender equality, minority rights, and finding a balance between economic development and cultural preservation. To navigate this complexity, there needs to be a dialogue between the people and leadership of Brunei.
Move on to domestic issue on economic of Brunei. Brunei economy issue could potentially caused by the COVID-19 pandemic that impacts them on decreasing trade value. They have lost about 53% of its total trade value. Brunei is a country that rich in oil and gas. Declining in export negatively would affect the Brunei economy. According to this issue, it can cause failure to the government to provide great infrastructure, environment and services because of limited spending and subsidies due to a lack of national income.
So as a conclusion, we can see that Brunei Darussalam is a nation with a rich history, economic affluence and cultural vibrancy, represent a unique blend of tradition and modernity. So when balancing tradition and modernity, Brunei serves as a beacon of peace and prosperity in a rapidly changing world. The nation journey from a powerful empire to a modern state is a narrative of resilience, adaptation and the enduring spirit of its people, charting its path with confidence and dignity.
That's all from us.